Bill knew what it meant to be a public servant.
Bill is a consummate professional. He is a low-key kind of a guy. He's a consensus builder.
He knew where he was from, in the Ladies Island, St. Helena district over there, and he knew his constituency and the citizens that he represented.
The hole that will exist when Bill's gone is the rock-steady leadership that he's given to all of us over the last, well, in my case, 10 years, but in council's case, over 30 years.
The 2 years that I was the chairman of county council, Bill was the vice chairman and also the parliamentarian.
I served alongside Bill, literally, on the DS at county council for 13 years. During the 10 years that I was chairman, between 2002 and 2012, Bill was the parliamentarian.
I have been working with Mr. McBride for 10 years on council. That's the 10 years I've been on. Mr. McBride has been on council a lot more years than that.
And we conferred every week at least, prior to committee meetings and prior to council meetings, to make sure that we were aware of the same things, thought we knew where the discussion might be headed in whatever the subject may be, and that we either agreed or disagreed as to what the end result should be.
Bill was very thoughtful and very deliberate and analytical in making the decisions that he did as a member of county council from multiple vantage points.
He's not a rabid partisan in any sense of the word, but then again, when he sees something that needs to be done, he will advocate for it as loudly or louder than anyone. And a good example of that might be the St. Helena Library. He really worked hard to get that, and that's to his everlasting credit that it is there. It's serving a huge need, and a lot of folks are benefiting from it. That's just one example, I'm sure of many. Bill, as you may also know, has been our parliamentarian.
A parliamentarian is a position selected by the chairman of county council.
That's one of those jobs that's when you need it now, and you need it really badly.
Bill knows his parliamentary rules and was an invaluable resource, not only to me when I was chairman of county council, but I know both before and after.
Bill's done an excellent job of keeping up with Robert's rules, and if you've ever seen anything that's esoteric, that would be Robert's rules.
And he made sure that we abided by those rules. He kept us out of trouble from a legal point of view when we would veer from that track, in ignorance, of course. And he would always bring us back and make sure that we abided by the rules that we had vowed to do.
We didn't always vote the same way. We didn't always agree on every issue. But what I knew is that if Bill told me he had a particular concern, that really was his concern. He didn't hide what his thought process was. He didn't tell you one thing in order to end up trying to sway a result in a different way.
He never varied. He knew the value system that he embraced. He knew the social needs of the county from his perspective, and he was consistent in that regard.
Bill, as you may know, was a teacher at Beaufort High School for many, many years, taught in the sciences department, I think.
President of the South Carolina Association of Counties. He was on the board of directors there for a long time.
And Bill has been a tireless advocate for all the folks in the county who need help, who desperately, in many cases, need help from the county. And his job is to make sure that they get it, along with a lot of staff members that work in that same area.
Bill understood that this was a big, dynamic, changing county, and he took an interest in and was very thoughtful about the decisions that impacted other areas of the county that perhaps might not touch the district he represented.
And he tried to look out for the minority populations of the county, regardless of who or what that might be, because he understood it. Being an African American, he understood their perspective, points of view, and he brought those insights and sensitivity to us on council. I, for one, appreciated that point of view so that I could understand better what the people of Beaufort County needed and wanted, and what they could support by their elected officials.
Bill's involved in every issue, and he does his homework. He's very considered.
His departure is certainly going to be missed in a lot of respects, that institutional knowledge that nobody has but him. He's been an incredible resource to the clerk of council, to the administrators that have come in, but also to other council members. Of the history of Beaufort County and County Council, Bill certainly would be described as one of the statesmen that put in an awful lot of his time and dedicated his time to serving the citizens of Beaufort County.
You brought great things to Beaufort County. You represented your constituents well. You knew who they were, what they needed, and you saw to that. And I admire you for those things.
Bill enjoyed it. It took me a while after leaving County Council to keep myself from watching the County Council meetings on television and wanting to be involved. So I suspect Bill's put in his time. He has earned the right to watch it on television and not participate. Bill, you'll be missed.
I look forward to your continued service in other capacities in Beaufort County, and I thank you for whatever that will be, because I know you'll do that as well and as thoroughly as you have served on County Council, and I thank you for your service.
Yeah, Bill, don't change your phone number, because I'll be calling you. I have lots of questions that I'll need a little guidance on, and I know you'll be there for us, and I appreciate that.
There's nothing else to come before the committee at this particular time. Meeting is adjourned.